Hello and welcome to True North EV. I'm James, your host. And so, if you've listened to the last episode of True North EV's podcast, I had mentioned that there's changes going on at within True North EV, that we're now a group also. But changes are moving quick. It's we're new, so we're constantly evolving, and we've actually changed the name of the group from True North EV to, they're now going to be Charge Forward EV. So it's going to be a Manitoba-based group. But we've decided to sort of separate the two, from the podcast from the group, just so that there's no, I guess, just to keep them separate, I guess is the best way to put it, so that we don't have to feel like as a group we need to change stuff with the podcast, and the podcast and the group can sort of be two separate deals. But we are still going to sort of have them working together. It's going to be very much a cooperative deal. If the group has ideas for this podcast, or if people from the group want to come on the podcast, then they are more than welcome to, and I will gladly take their input on the podcast. But the name has changed, so it is Charge Forward EV. And so if you do want to kind of, I guess, know more about Charge Forward, it is, again, non-political. I know for me, I'll talk politics, but I think for the most part, it's not going to be any lobbying or anything like that. It's just going to be trying to get out to the people, talking to them about the vehicles, seeing what is best for them, instead of trying to paint everybody with a broad brush, right? So that's kind of where we are going with that. And again, with things constantly changing, constantly evolving, as I said, even from when I launched the last episode till now, stuff has changed. So I can't tell you for sure that this is going to be how it is, especially with the more members we get on there, the more people will have their say, the better we can possibly nail down where we're going, what we want to do within that group. And if you're not from Manitoba, if you're from, well, anywhere really, and you want to kind of put your input in on possibly, maybe kind of put your input in as to maybe a group that you're a part of, what they're kind of doing that you think is really working there, that you might want to share with us, that could possibly work here. I would love your input. Again, though, I have to go through everybody else. So it is a very much a group effort. It's not a one-person show. So so your idea will get passed on, and how we go about it as a group is we'll go from there, type deal. So I did want to share that with you guys, and so I will keep you guys sort of up to date on or attempt to keep you up to date on changes and what goes on there, possible meetup locations, that if you have an electric vehicle or you have questions about an electric vehicle, like I know some of our guys have Teslas, some are currently waiting for their vehicles to arrive. Some have Chevy Bolts. So we do have quite the gamut. So if you have questions for people that may have that particular vehicle and are looking for an honest answer, feel free to reach out. If you send questions or whatever to me at truenorthev@gmail.com, whether those questions are about the group, whether those questions are questions you would like me to send to the group for possible answers, just include it all in the email, and I will share it with them. So, as I said, this is going to be, I know I did just release one not too long ago, so I'm going to try to push this one. It will probably release Wednesday, December 1st, just to push it a little bit, so they're not so close together. But feel free to reach out again. Email at truenorthev@gmail.com or truenorthevpodcast@gmail.com. Both those will come to me. You could reach out to me and leave me a voice message on Anchor at anchor.fm/truenorthev/messages. You can... Oh, it just went away. All my little notes. You could reach me at on Twitter at EV_North or Facebook at TrueNorthEV. And we'll probably be working on setting up a Facebook group for Charge Forward EV and possibly something else, or maybe it will be something different than Facebook even. Again, everything's kind of in motion right now, so I will keep you guys up to date, and I thank you guys for staying with me. So if you guys do want to look at something more information based, more amusing, Kilowatt actually just released their Thanksgiving special, and it was a nice chat with so it's his daughter, his daughter's boyfriend, and two others that have their own podcast going on. So it was a nice little chat. His daughter has a Tesla Model 3, and the other two, I believe, have both Model 3s also. One is a Performance Edition with the full self-driving beta. So, and it was kind of just a chat about the full self-driving questions and whatnot. So I would definitely recommend you guys go check that out. And then EV Resources is another one, just news-based and whatnot. Not so focused as much on Tesla. Although, right now a lot of info is going on about Tesla, but a lot more news-based stuff. So if you want to check those guys out, let them know that I sent you to them. And yeah, thank you guys for sticking around, and we'll chat with you again at a later date.